everybody. Welcome back for another deep dive. You know, we love to take these really fascinating looks into different areas of the real estate market. And today we're going to be looking at
AI.
AI. Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that bubbles up out of this blog post that we're looking at today. It's by Don and Susie Karstedt.
Oh.
And they went to a really cool event. I think it'd be cool to go to this event, the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat.
Sounds fancy.
It is fancy. It's for the top 5% of agents in the country.
Oh, wow.
So these are
So they already know what they're doing.
They already know what they're doing.
And then they're going to get even better.
Yeah, so that they're like if real estate agents were athletes, they would be the
Olympic level.
Yeah, the Olympic level, yeah.
Nice.
So we're going to be looking at what they learned at this event and then how that could impact, all of our listeners out there, their next real estate move.
Yeah, this is a great idea because they're going above and beyond to stay at the, forefront of the real estate world.
Yeah.
And it sounds like this isn't just, like you said, some fancy event where they're just like networking and having cocktails and whatever. They're actually going to presentations and learning things.
Yeah, it's like a boot camp for real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
So they described the opening session as this like super high energy event, and they had like the dramatic lighting and the music, and it sounds like
it's like a concert almost.
It does sound like a concert for real estate agents.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because they said that the energy was like contagious, and that kind of enthusiasm, you can really tell when somebody's enthusiastic about something.
Totally. And that translates to a better experience for the client, I would imagine.
Right.
You want somebody who's excited.
I think so.
To be helping you with your real estate transaction.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's get into the meat of it here.
Okay.
What did they actually learn? One of the things they highlighted was the role of artificial intelligence in real estate.
Oh, yeah. AI.
Everybody's talking about it.
That's right. It's everywhere.
And so they went to this presentation by Jason Pantana, who's like a leading expert in this digital marketing and AI in real estate. And he was basically saying that if agents are not using AI, they're really missing out and actually doing a disservice to their clients.
He said that.
He said that not leveraging AI is doing a disservice.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
The strong statement.
Strong statement, yeah.
I mean, think about it, though. AI can analyze tons and tons of data.
Right.
And predict trends with crazy accuracy.
Uh-huh.
So this means that as a buyer or a seller, you could have access to information that, was basically impossible to get before.
It's insider information.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Imagine knowing the absolute best time to list your house.
Right.
Or to make an offer based on all of this information.
Yeah.
That AI is just spitting out.
That sounds pretty good to me. I'd want to know that for sure.
Yeah, that could make a big difference.
It's huge.
Huge, right?
Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so we're not talking about robots taking over the world here.
No.
But we are talking about using these really powerful tools.
Right.
To give us an advantage.
Yeah.
In the market.
To make good decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don and Susie are already using it in a bunch of different ways.
Okay, so tell me, how are they actually using this?
So one way is they're using it to give more accurate property valuations.
Oh, interesting.
So instead of just relying on the traditional methods, you look at the comps and you kind of guesstimate.
Right.
They're leveraging AI to look at all this data and say, okay, this is what a property's actually worth.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's good for both buyers and sellers.
Yeah, makes sense.
The buyer doesn't want to overpay and the seller wants to get as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just one example. They also mentioned using it to find the right buyers effectively.
Okay.
So imagine you're selling your house. AI can figure out who's most likely to buy it.
Based on their preferences and what they've been searching for online and all this stuff.
So it's like matchmaking.
Yeah, kind of.
But for real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
So that way you're not just putting it out there to the whole world.
Right.
You're putting it out there to the people who are most likely to be interested.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So you increase your chances of selling it more quickly.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're really embracing this AI thing.
Yeah.
They even mentioned streamlining the whole transaction process using AI.
Really?
Yeah.
What would that look like?
So this is where it gets really interesting for the client.
Okay.
Because AI can do a lot of that back and forth, the paperwork and stuff.
The annoying stuff.
That can sometimes slow things down.
Right. Yeah.
So imagine document signing and scheduling and communication all happening automatically.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially if you could do it like on your phone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it frees you up and your agent up.
To do the fun stuff.
To do the fun stuff, right?
To go look at houses.
To go look at houses or negotiate the best deal.
Right. Yeah.
And then they even said that it could personalize recommendations.
Wait, what does that even mean, how do you personalize a property recommendation?
So this is what I think is super cool.
Okay.
Like, imagine you're just browsing for houses online.
Yeah.
But it's showing you stuff that it thinks you would really like.
Oh, wow.
Based on what you've told you like your budget and even like your lifestyle.
So it's like a personal shopper, but for real estate.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Like it knows, okay, this person needs to be close to the freeway, or this person wants to live in a walkable neighborhood.
Yeah.
It takes all that into account.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like having a little real estate concierge working for you 24/7.
Yeah, like a little robot friend.
A little robot friend.
That finds you a house.
Right.
That sounds amazing.
It's really changing the game. It really is.
They're really on the cutting edge, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But it's not all about technology. They did say that.
Right.
You know?
There's more to it than that.
There's more to it than that, yeah.
Yeah, they also really emphasized like a service-first mindset.
Okay.
They went to a presentation by Rory Vaden.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's a big like speaker and author.
Yeah.
And he really talked about how important it is to treat real estate as a service.
Okay.
Not just like a sales job.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were super inspired by that. And it really aligns with their own philosophy.
I can see why that would be inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're saying that, you know, they're not just selling houses. They're helping people navigate one of the most like significant decisions in their lives.
It's a huge decision, buying a house or selling a house.
It's a huge financial decision.
Yeah.
It can be really emotional.
Absolutely.
And so you really want
Who's there for you?
Who's there for you? Who's looking out for your best interests?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having an agent who gets that and prioritizes that, I think is really important.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that, you know, somebody's actually out there looking out for people.
Yeah, especially in an industry like real estate.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It can be kind of like
picky dog.
Yeah, and transactional.
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that there are people like Dawn and Susie out there.
Absolutely.
Who are really putting their clients first.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, like another big part of this retreat was the networking.
Oh, yeah.
I got to meet all these other top agents.
From all over.
From all over the world.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's a huge advantage for their clients.
How so?
Well, let's say you're moving,
okay,
you know, to a different state or even a different country.
Mm-hmm.
Your agent knows somebody there.
Like a connection?
Yeah, like a personal connection. So they can give you all this insider info about the market.
Oh, wow.
And help you find good people to work with.
Like a mover? Or...
Yeah, a mover, a lawyer, you know, whatever you need.
So it's not just about finding you a house. It's about like the whole
experience.
Yeah.
Making it as smooth as possible.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they actually mentioned connecting with Doug and Jamie Mays.
Okay.
Who are big-time brokers in Ohio.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah. So it's like they've got this network of really great people all over the place.
You can tap into.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And that's something to think about, you know.
When you're choosing an agent.
Yeah. Like, are they connected?
Do they have people they can call?
Yeah. Do they go to these things?
Are they learning? Are they growing?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But let's get back to like the main question here.
Okay. What's that?
Why should you care?
Yeah, like, why does it matter that my agent went to some fancy retreat?
Right, exactly. And they do a good job of answering that in the blog post.
Okay, how?
So, first of all, they now know all the latest trends.
Okay.
And technologies and marketing strategies.
So they're like ahead of the curve.
Yeah, they got like a sneak peek into the future of real estate.
Yeah.
And they brought it back for their clients.
I like it.
Yeah. And then they also really improved their skills.
In what way?
Like negotiation and market analysis.
Oh, okay.
And things like that.
So they went to like workshops and stuff.
Yeah, like really intensive training.
So it wasn't just like a vacation.
No, they were working.
They were putting in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
So that means that they can represent their clients better.
More effectively.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the network.
Right, we talked about that.
We did.
Yeah.
But it's worth mentioning again because it's so valuable.
Yeah, like if I needed a mortgage or
a home inspector.
Yeah, or even just like a moving company.
Exactly.
They would know just who to call.
Yeah. They've got a whole list of trusted professionals.
That's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, it really is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And they even say like, hey, reach out to us.
Really?
If you want to talk about this stuff.
They're inviting people to reach out to them?
Yeah, they're like, we're happy to answer questions.
So they really want to help.
Yeah, it's not just about closing deals.
They want to educate people.
Exactly. They want to empower their clients.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it sounds like going to this retreat really gave them a lot of tools.
Help their clients.
Yeah, and a lot of knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're definitely ahead of the game.
It shows that they're really committed.
To being best.
Yeah, and to providing the best service.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So I think it's worth thinking about, like, what else could AI do for real estate?
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing when you think about it.
Like, imagine AI could actually predict what you want in a house before you even know it.
Yeah, like it's reading your mind.
Kinda.
That's a little creepy, but also kind of cool.
I know, right?
Like it could suggest properties you would never even think to look at.
Exactly. And it's not just about like basic stuff like how many bedrooms you need.
Right.
It's more about your lifestyle.
Like how you actually live.
Yeah, like do you like to entertain?
Yeah.
Do you have pets?
Do you work from home?
All that stuff.
So it takes all that into account.
Yeah, and then it shows you properties that would actually fit your life.
That's amazing.
With like the next level of real estate.
Or what if it could handle all the paperwork?
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Like all the contracts and the negotiations and all that.
Just let the AI do it.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine you could just like tell the AI what you want.
Uh-huh.
And it would just like make it happen.
Yeah.
It would analyze the contracts and make sure you're getting a good deal.
So you don't have to worry about any of that.
Exactly. You can just relax and focus on finding the right house.
This sounds way less stressful.
Way less stressful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the possibilities are really endless.
Yeah, who knows what they'll come up with next.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds.
It is exciting, though. It's like we're on the cusp of something big.
We really are.
Yeah. So what does all this mean for our listeners?
I think it means that if you're buying or selling a house, you need to find an agent who's using this technology.
Who's on top of it.
Yeah, who's forward thinking.
Who's not afraid of AI.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the future.
That's the future.
And you want someone who's going to help you navigate that.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, Don and Susie are a great example of that.
Yeah, they really are.
They're not just like sitting back and waiting for things to happen.
They're out there learning and growing.
Yeah, they're embracing the change.
Yeah.
And using it to help their clients.
Yeah, they're definitely ahead of the curve.
They are.
That's really cool.
So if you're looking for an agent, find someone like that.
Find someone who's passionate about this stuff.
Yeah, someone who's excited about the future of real estate.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Another deep dive.
Another deep dive complete.
Into the world of real estate and AI.
That's right. We learned a lot today.
We did.
I hope you did too out there in listener land.
Yeah, if you have any questions about any of this stuff,
reach out to Don and Susie.
Yeah, they seem like great people.
They do.
And in the meantime, keep those brains buzzing.
Yeah. Stay curious.
Stay curious.
And we'll see you on our next deep dive.
See ya.